Hellandale, pleasant by day, sunlit streets, children laughing. A bakery's aroma filled the air, normal nightfall, shadows stretched, laughter died. The air grew cold, streetlights flickered, casting an unsettling glow, not normal. Clara Monroe, historian, felt the shift. The town held its breath. She had come for answers. She might find more than she sought. Clara received the letter a week ago. Anonymous, it spoke of Hellandale, a town lost to time and secrets. Intrigued, Clara packed her bags. Her research led her here, to this quiet town. Its normalcy felt staged, a facade.
The letter mentioned a deal.
The townsfolk were unnervingly welcoming, too friendly. Their eyes held a knowing glint. They knew why she was here.
They spoke of the town's founder, Elias Croft, a visionary.
But whispered rumors hinted at darker practices, forbidden knowledge. Clara visited the town archives. Dusty tomes, yellowed maps. She felt a presence watching her, guiding her. Elias Croft, desperate for his town to thrive, ventured into the Whispering Woods, a place of shadows and ancient magic.
He met the Night Weaver, a being of immense power. It offered a deal, prosperity for Hellandale, in exchange for their memories. Croft agreed.
The town flourished, but the residents paid a price, their pasts slowly fading, replaced with the Weaver's whispers.
Section 5, The Ritual of Remembrance. The townsfolk weren't oblivious to their fading memories. They held a yearly ritual, the Remembrance.
They wrote down their memories, stories, experiences, anything to hold on to their pasts, before the Weaver claimed them.
Clara felt a chill. These people were trapped, their pasts bartered away, their futures uncertain.
Clara's dreams became vivid. Fragmented memories, not her own. Each night she found herself wandering through scenes that felt both familiar and foreign. The faces, the places, they all seemed to call out to her, pulling her deeper into a past she never lived. It was as if the very essence of the town was whispering its secrets to her, urging her to understand, to remember. Echoes of the townsfolk's lost pasts, their joys, their sorrows, their everyday lives. Clara could feel their emotions, their hopes and dreams as if they were her own. The ghostly figures moved through the town, reliving moments long gone, trapped in a loop of time. She saw their faces etched with stories of love, loss and longing.
I saw a young girl, laughing as she played in a field. Her laughter was like a melody, pure and untainted. The sun shone brightly, casting a golden hue over the meadow. The children ran freely, their spirits unburdened by the weight of the past. It was a glimpse of innocence, a moment of pure joy that seemed to stand still in time. A blacksmith proud of his craft. His hands, strong and skilled, shaped metal with precision and care. The forge's fire blazed, illuminating his determined face. Each strike of the hammer echoed with purpose, a testament to his dedication. He was a man who found meaning in his work. A creator of tools and dreams, a loving couple, exchanging vows, their eyes locked, filled with promises of a future together. The garden around them bloomed with life, a perfect backdrop for their union. Friends and family gathered, their faces beaming with happiness. It was a moment of connection, a celebration of love that transcended time.
These memories, now hers, fueled her determination. She had to break the cycle. Free Hellandale from its eternal twilight. The town, shrouded in a perpetual dusk, held its breath, waiting for release. Clara knew that the key to breaking the curse lay within these memories. She had to piece together the fragments, understand the past, and find a way to bring light back to Hellandale.
You have to help us, Clara. Please. The townspeople's faces were etched with desperation, their eyes pleading for salvation. They had been trapped in this twilight existence for too long, their lives suspended in a state of limbo. Clara felt their pain, their longing for freedom. She knew she couldn't turn away. She had to find a way to break the curse and restore hope to Hellandale.
Clara discovered a hidden chamber beneath the town square. It was a place long forgotten, buried deep within the earth, shrouded in mystery and darkness. The entrance was concealed behind a secret stone doorway which had been untouched for centuries. As she descended into the depths, the air grew colder and the atmosphere more oppressive. She could feel the weight of history pressing down on her, the echoes of the past whispering in her ears. An altar stood in the center of the chamber, ancient and imposing, and on it a book, bound in human skin. The sight of it sent shivers down her spine. She hesitated for a moment, her hand trembling as she reached out to touch it. The book seemed to pulse with a life of its own, as if it were aware of her presence. She opened it, and the air grew heavy, thick with an unseen force. The pages were filled with cryptic symbols and strange illustrations, each one more disturbing than the last.
The book. It contains the truth. The truth about the town, about the people who lived there, and about the dark forces that had been at work for generations. It was a record of the Weaver, a malevolent entity that fed on memories, growing stronger with each stolen past. The more Clara read, the more she understood the terrible power that the Weaver possessed. The Weaver fed on memories. It thrived on the pain and suffering of its victims, drawing strength from their lost hopes and dreams. The town of Hellandale had been its feeding ground for centuries, a place where it could grow and thrive in the shadows. The people of the town had no idea what was happening to them, their lives slowly being drained away by an unseen force. It grew stronger with each stolen past. Each memory it consumed added to its power, making it more formidable and more dangerous. Clara realized that the Weaver was not just a threat to the town, but to the entire world. If it were allowed to continue, it would eventually consume everything, leaving nothing but darkness and despair in its wake.
Clara also learned the terrible price of breaking the deal. The Weaver had made a pact with the town's founders, a deal that had kept it at bay for generations. But if the deal were broken, the Weaver would unleash its full wrath upon Hellandale. The consequences would be catastrophic, a nightmare beyond imagination. The Weaver would unleash its wrath upon Hellandale, consuming everything. The town would be swallowed by darkness, its people lost to the void. Clara knew she had to find a way to stop it, to break the cycle of suffering and save the town from its terrible fate. But the path ahead was fraught with danger, and the odds were stacked against her. The truth had been unveiled, but the battle was just beginning. Clara faced a terrifying dilemma: maintain the status quo or risk everything for a chance to free the town.
I think of the townsfolk, their kindness despite their predicament, their stolen pasts, their uncertain futures.
Clara knew what she had to do. The risks paled in comparison to the injustice.
I will fight the Weaver, for Hellandale.
The battle against the Weaver was long and arduous. The townsfolk of Hellandale had been living under the Weaver's shadow for generations, their lives dictated by the whims of this dark entity. The Weaver, a creature of ancient lore, thrived on the fears and memories of the people, weaving their pasts into a tapestry of despair. The struggle to break free from its grasp was not just a physical battle, but a fight for the very soul of the town. Clara used her knowledge, her wit, and the echoes of the townsfolk's pasts. She delved into the old books and photographs, seeking any clue that could help her understand the Weaver's power. The stories of the past, the memories captured in faded images, all held pieces of the puzzle. Clara's determination was unwavering. She knew that the key to defeating the Weaver lay in understanding its connection to the town's history. The Weaver, weakened, retreated back into the shadows. The deal was broken. Clara's relentless pursuit had paid off, but the victory was bittersweet. The Weaver's retreat signaled the end of its immediate threat, but the scars it left behind were deep. The town's collective memory was fractured, and the sense of loss was palpable. The shadows that once held the Weaver now served as a reminder of the darkness that had been vanquished but not entirely erased.
But the victory came at a cost. The townsfolk remained trapped, their pasts gone. The memories that the Weaver had consumed were lost forever, leaving the people of Hellandale with a sense of emptiness. They wandered the streets, their faces etched with sorrow, trying to piece together fragments of their lives. The town, once vibrant with stories and shared histories, now felt like a hollow shell.
Clara, forever changed, stayed in Hellandale. She couldn't leave the town that had become a part of her very being. The battle had taken its toll on her, but it had also given her a new purpose. She became the keeper of the town's remaining memories, a guardian of the stories that still lingered in the shadows. Clara's presence was a beacon of hope for the townsfolk, a reminder that they were not entirely lost, a guardian against the twilight. Clara stood watch, ever vigilant, ready to protect Hellandale from any remnants of the Weaver's influence. She knew that the shadows held secrets, and she was determined to uncover them. The twilight, once a time of fear, became a symbol of resilience and strength. Clara's resolve was unbreakable, and her presence brought a sense of security to the town. The sun rises over Hellandale, casting a warm glow on the town square. Each new day brought a glimmer of hope, a chance for the townsfolk to rebuild their lives. The dawn light illuminated the paths they walked, guiding them towards a future free from the Weaver's shadow. The town square, once a place of gathering and joy, began to come alive again with the sounds of laughter and conversation. But the shadows remain, a constant reminder of the town's past and the secrets it still holds. The people of Hellandale knew that their journey was far from over. The shadows whispered of untold stories and hidden truths, urging them to remember and to heal. Clara's watchful eye ensured that the town would never again fall prey to the darkness. And the townsfolk, though scarred, found strength in their shared resilience. The twilight remains, but so does the light of hope.